Well, hello and welcome to World Archery's watch party here on YouTube. I apologize firsthand for the little delay we had due to some technical issues, but thank you so much for joining us. I am Bernardo Oliveira, speaking to you live from the World Archery Excellence Center here at the Olympic capital in Lausanne, Switzerland. And we have an amazing guest with us, talking straight directly from Gwangju in South Korea, who's competing in the World Championships. We have Estonia's very own Medie Marita Paz. Medie, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I feel great. This is something I've never done before, but I always wish I have. So this is going to be some experience, and I'm reporting to you live from Gwangju.
Yeah, great stuff, great stuff. I'm very happy to have you here with us. I was sure that you were going to be great. And there is so much that we can talk about. I just need to update the graphics here for our next match we have coming up, the gold medal match between India and the Netherlands. No one less than Mike Schlosser, Mr. Perfect. But we can start hearing from you, Medie. How's the weather over there? I think there was a downpour of rain, but is it okay now?
Now I would say it's perfect conditions. From what I can see, there's no wind. The weather is pretty nice and cozy. It's not too hot, just a lot of humidity, probably in the upper 90s. But I would say it's perfect conditions.
Yeah, and is this the first time that you come to Gwangju for a competition, or you were there in the World Cup stage in 22?
No, I was here at the World Cup in 22, and it's definitely one of the best places I've shot a World Cup in. So I really like it here.
Yeah, and I saw some images of the practice field at the World Cup, the football stadium. And then the qualifications field is also amazing because it's the Gwangju Pro Team field that they have over there, and now the finals venue. So literally, wherever you go, it's amazing places to be shooting into.
Yeah, definitely. The practice field is like a competition field itself. It's really big, and there's a lot of room for everybody to practice. So that has been great. And the finals field also is really pretty. We're here at the Asian Cultural Center. So it's really nice, and I can see some temples and some urban architecture, and it's just a mix of everything.
And how about your shooting? How was qualifications for you? And you're gonna be competing tomorrow as well, right?
Yeah, I'm competing tomorrow. I have individual matches. I wish my qualification went a little better. I shot 700, but this has been a long season, and so I think we're all pretty tired. But I'm just happy I finally got to shoot
Yeah.
700 on the World Archery field.
Yeah, yeah, and of course, we have the time to be discussing so many things, but you said it was a long season. We were covering your performance at the Chengdu World Games here at Archery
Yeah.
Plus, at World Archery Channels, and we want to talk about that. But we're about to get started with the gold
Yeah.
medal match. We are gonna have who's shooting first? The Netherlands?
India.
Yeah,
India is
Netherlands
shooting
shooting first now. Yeah, sorry,
No,
thanks
it's
for
really
that.
okay. Yadav Rishabh.
So there we have on the line Rishabh Yadav with his characteristic draw. About to get
This
started.
is definitely gonna be an interesting match, a very strong match.
And I'm just trying to get started with the graphics here, but for the moment we have 10 and 9 for India. Already 1 point dropped.
Now, Mr. Perfect.
And do you
on
have a
the
good
line.
vantage point of the venue itself there, Medie?
Yeah. it was a 10.
Surprise, surprise.
And now there's Sanne on the line, and they're a pretty strong team, but sadly she also dropped one. But I feel like gold medal matches are always a little bit, more tense than. No, actually, not more tense. Usually the scores are a little lower because on bronze medal match you win a medal or you don't. For gold medal match, you win a medal if you lose. Also.
Yeah, but well, anyway, when you make it to the gold medal match, you really wanna. It's like it's the very last step before you get the title. So, but
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about this bronze medal tension as well, because that was your situation in Chengdu. But we'll get back to that in just a second. If you can just talk us through all your impressions as the match goes through. I'm trying to correct the graphics here.
Mr. Perfect still being perfect, shooting 2 10s for this first end. Let's see what Sanne does, and sadly it's a 9, but I'm sure she'll get it in the next round.
Okay, at last we have graphics on then.
Yeah, 39 to 38. This
Sorry for
first
the
end,
hiccup.
and 39 is to India. It's really nice to see that even for mixed teams, the stands are really, really full. I can see a lot of locals. I can also see fans or teammates from the Netherlands and from India. So it's really nice to see that there's people interested in archery. But I mean, Korea is the place to be interested, right? So second end starts now. Netherlands shooting first.
Oh yeah, well, last time out, Madrid World Cup, we also had issues with the graphics. And it's what's going on right now. So, well, just explaining what the goal is here. It's a watch party, and we are watching the competition, and it's on Archery Plus. And so we're here to keep you company, and we have an amazing guest, a compound legend herself, Medie from Estonia, and who's joining from the venue. And so she can bring us the best info about everything happening down there.
Yeah, definitely.
You can also follow the results on inseo.net or World Archery website. And we have the beginning of the second end now in this gold medal final between India and the Netherlands.
Yeah, surprisingly, there's been a lot of dropped points, which is surprising for both of these teams. But I hope they figure it out, both of them.
Yeah, it's an amazing lineup they have there, but everybody looking a bit unsettled, nobody looking really happy and relaxed as they shoot. Now we've just had this strong fist bump from Venom as she gets out of the shooting line. But yeah, nobody quite comfortable despite the perfect conditions, you said, right?
Yeah, I can't see any wind. Like for me up here, I'm like higher than the archers, but here I can feel a little breeze, but it's nothing that would like affect your arrows. In my opinion, like sitting here, this is perfect condition. So like I don't know what's happening on the shooting line. But it has also been a long
Yeah,
day
and
for
Sane.
us in the morning.
Yeah, you're right. But Sane, she having both of the arrows up high, really haven't figured out what her sighting spot is yet. Wow, and Rishab, another 9 as well. The look on his face, look at that.
Yeah, just on the left. If I would be there, that also wouldn't make any sense to me because there's no wind to the left. But I would say that shooting here has been a little confusing. Yesterday during team matches, the wind is really weird. It's very hard to read. You don't really understand how much you have to aim off. And sometimes it carries like a lot, sometimes it doesn't carry at all. So the wind has been really, interesting here. And also for the men this morning, they
And what
didn't
do you
have the
think
best.
is...
They didn't have the best like weather. They had a lot of rain, and it was pretty windy.
Yeah, we saw talks of the wind also because there was a chance that we could have a break of the world record in the compound man in qualification, but in the end the wind was what stopped that. But in a final like this, what do you think is the best strategy? Is it just trying to adjust the sight for that, or just aim off?
I usually I do my sight a little, but I would rather aim off because when the wind changes direction, then you would have to do higher mathematics again. So it's just aiming off for me is like easier to think about.
Yeah. Okay. And number 3 starting. It's still 1 point difference. The Netherlands that were 1 point down, now they're 1 point up. It's India shooting first. Rishabh Yadav, who failed to score 10 in the last stand, is now on the shooting line.
And perfect.
Oh yeah, what a recovery that was. And how important it is for your confidence after not being able to hit the 10 and then you come into this decisive moment and you shoot such a perfect arrow.
I feel like it's a breath of fresh air, like especially on the finals field. So I feel like it is a lot of like pressure, like off of your shoulders when you finally hit the 10, because it can be quite annoying to not hit the 10 and you don't know why.
Yeah, and then you might start over trying to be too perfect, right?
Yeah, exactly. Archery has to be all about balance. You can't really try too hard. You just have to trust your body to do what it has been doing for most of us tens of years.
Yeah. Okay, so both the teams perfect now in this first rotation of the third end. Now Yadav about to shoot his arrow. Oh, absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Putting pressure on the Netherlands.
Let's see if Jyoti can follow. And yes, perfect score.
And what a beautiful bow she has, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I guess that's a sigh of relief from the Indian team. Now they're smiling more. They really were looking so tense up until now. Netherlands' turn.
Understand how they're feeling up there.
Sandelat, lots of attention on her because of the mixed team aspect of the compound competition in LA. And she delivers now.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy because I believe both the teams, but for sure the Netherlands, they're opting to have Max Schlosser, he's shooting on the target on the left, Sandelat, he's shooting on the target on the right. And so we can see this clear comparison of their performance. And on Mike Schlosser's target, he has only 10s, and Sun, she's the one that dropped points. It's a stark comparison.
Yeah, I have been seeing a lot of that type of like line that an archer shoots into two arrows into the same target. I've been seeing that a lot lately. Mexico did the same just before, and I also think Chinese Taipei did that. I'm not 100% sure. But it
So
works
can you
definitely
just
because
explain for who's not really acquainted with that? Sorry, Medie, but just to explain, like, so teams, they do have a choice of, like, both archers could shoot one arrow each on the target on the left and then the same thing on the target on the right, or they could, let's say, you have your target, I have mine, so this is it?
yeah, it really depends on how you want it, basically. I mean, shooting two arrows in the same target does make a lot of sense because you're shooting from the same spot. So each archer has their spot and they don't have to move again. So that makes a lot of sense. But I also enjoy shooting one arrow into each target.
Yeah, I guess this thing of having your spot really at least have some consistency in terms of where you're going to be standing to shoot your arrows. That could be another strategy as well, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a
First
short step.
rotation in the fourth final end.
And Mike is still perfect.
I keep... yeah, look at his target. Whoa.
Finally, that's a really pretty X.
The first axe by Sandelat.
I mean, now's the time to shoot them, right? Last end. Also an X from Bishop. Last arrow.
Decisive
of the match.
moments coming into this match now.
Oof. A 9 from Jyoti.
So, final score from India, 155. Not too hard a job from the Netherlands now. Mikey just does it. Now in Sandelat's hand.
It's a 9 to win. And she does it. Perfect.
Amazing. Whoa, what a moment to shoot a 10.
I feel that is a relief. I mean, that's the best way to end the match, right? 2 X's.
World champions. Well, and Sandelat doing kind of like, whoa, yeah.
Hyundai World Archery Championships. Oh, 2 years ago in Berlin, the USA.
And what does this mean? world title in the compound mixed team, knowing that this is going to be the competition in LA 2028 for compounders?
I mean, definitely gives them a lot of confidence. I mean, I wouldn't know how it feels to have a world champion title, but in the adult section, I have from youth, I have a medal, but it's definitely a boost of confidence, and I think it shows everybody that compound is a worthy thing to watch. It's worthy of the Olympics. Also, I don't know if you saw, but they have cameras on the spotting scopes of the coaches. So we also see some close-up actions of the coaches' celebrations.
Yeah. Such and especially now that I myself am coaching, I do understand what I had a coach in the past that he used to say that it's just terrible being there in the box as a coach because you can't do anything. Like at least he used to tell us like, well, you archers, at least you have the bow in your hand, you have the arrows in your hand, you're actually doing it, and all I can do is just hope that the archer does make it. And the relief and the elation when you do make it must be amazing.
Yeah, especially for mixed teams because there's you have your teammate on the line as well, so you kind of are supporting each other. There's not really much time to be with the coach, so usually the archers, the teammates, like really try to pump each other up.
And do you, talking about the teammates and the dynamic, do you prefer shooting first or second in mixed team?
Oh, mixed team. It's a little bit strange because on mixed team I shoot first, but on women's team I shoot last, so I'm the anchor. Actually, I kind of enjoy the switch up. It because being the anchor it is quite tense. So it at first when we shot in Antalya, it definitely took a little bit of time to get used to shooting first because I always wanted to go over the line when I didn't shouldn't go. But yeah, I think for mixed team it just depends on what works with your teammate. Everybody is different. You have to kind of understand the dynamic. So in mixed team I actually enjoy shooting first, and in women's team I enjoy shooting last. So it just depends on who you're shooting with.
Yeah. Yeah. And to somebody who's not used to it, what's the difference in terms of practical terms on shooting first or shooting last, for example? What changes?
Okay, so shooting first, it's tense in its own way because you have the opening shot of the match. And I mean, there's also like the timer to look out for because when the clock starts running first, it runs 10 seconds and then you can go on the line. And so it has its like nerves in that way because it's an opening shot. But for shooting last, for that, you are usually fighting for seconds. There have been times where you get on the line with 15 seconds left, so you really need to be fast and just know that you can do it because a lot of people don't like to shoot fast. And also, if there's like a match where there's like a deciding arrow, if you have to shoot a 10 to win or 9 to win, it's quite a lot of pressure. But teams are really I really like shooting teams because we're all there in together. You're not alone on the line, so you're just trying to do your best, and you know that maybe if you didn't do your best shot, then your teammates will have your back.
And you speaking on some of the things that you talked about. You talk about the pressure on shooting last, and what a pressure that must have been for Sandelat, knowing that the gold medal for her and Mike Schlosser depended on her last arrow in the fourth end.
Yeah, in that moment, you just really try to not think about it, honestly. You just try to get, for me at least, I try to keep my mind blank and just do what I have been doing and just shoot it. There's no time to think, don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, well, easier said than done, we all know, but if there's somebody who can do it, it is you, with all of your achievements that you've had. But I'll just say a quick shout out to the chat here joining us on YouTube. And so hello to everybody joining us here. Ankit, Hitman Sharma, Henurka, Priya, Dusa Maddox, Mike Cleveland. Mike Cleveland, by the way, said, love Medie. Well, who doesn't? Ashutosh Tripathi. And so, welcome to our watch party, our watch along here on World Archery's YouTube channel. And well, what's the goal here? As the name suggests, we're here to keep you company. It's as if we were all watching together and enjoying some archery and just giving our impressions. You're hearing me babbling through some stuff, but most importantly, we have our compound expert, Medie Maritapas from Estonia, who is on site. She's competing at the World Championships. She shot the qualification round, the team eliminations. Unfortunately, it didn't go her way. Well, fortunately for us, because then she can join the show here and she can bring our impressions. But she's going to be competing the individual eliminations tomorrow, and hopefully in 2 days' time for the compound women individual watch along, we're going to be commentating on you shooting down there in the finals field, Medie.
Yeah. Sadly, I can't really hear because it's very, very loud here. So I'm hoping for the time to get a little bit quieter, because we're having the medal ceremonies. So
yeah.
the music is loud.
Yeah, me too. I'm also, the sound is not really so easy for me, and we're having some technical issues here. But then I'll just take everyone through. We're having the medal ceremony right now. Mexico, Maya Becerra, and oh my God, I forgot his name. Just getting their bronze medals, and the mascot, the kind of the teddy bear of the competition, Sebastian Garcia, of course. Yeah, that's his name. And one little something that I find is actually really, really awesome is the fact that the World Championship medals that the athletes are getting, they were made at the Monet de Paris. It's the same place that made the medals of the Paris 2024 Olympics and Paralympics, which is pretty awesome. So I did see the medals myself. They are amazing. And so I think it's pretty mind-blowing, the fact that we can give medals at the World Championships that were made at the same place as the Olympic medals of the previous games last year in Paris, just a year ago.
Yeah, the medals look heavy, so you know it's high quality.
Yeah. But talking about the medals, you got a medal at the Chengdu World Games, and man, those medals are something, huh?
When I got to the competition, I went to the souvenir store and I saw the medal. Like, I saw the medal before on social media, but I went to the souvenir store and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna buy it right now. Like, I'll try to win it first. The promise was made to myself, and I did exceed in that. So that was really nice. But yeah, those medals are like truly something else. They're like, actually, I've never seen anything like that. They opened up. There was a little pin inside which you can turn into a necklace. So it was so thought out, and they were heavy. And we got the medals got their own little box made from bamboo, and yeah, like that will go into like some museum in the future for sure.
Yeah, no, the medals are, yeah, I fell in love with them. So original. And you got it in, because we were following all of it here on Archery Plus. And by the way, just answering to the questions that we always get here is, where can we watch the competition? Well, on Archery Plus. You just head to archery.tv and then you can watch everything. Exactly the same competition that we are watching, and we're here just to make you company and give our impression in a very chilled way, in a very relaxed way, and interact with you. If you have questions, send it here to Medie. This is an amazing opportunity to be asking questions directly to her. She is an amazing archer, and she will gladly answer all the questions that you send to us here on the chat.
Yeah, definitely. I love
But then
questions.
you, in the Chengdu World Games that we were following on Archery Plus, Medie, you lost the semi-final in a very dramatic
Didn't have to
way.
bring it up.
And we even saw tears in your eyes, because
Yeah.
really that must have been a huge blow. And then in literally just a couple of minutes after that, you're walking into the arena again to shoot for bronze. And not only you recover from that, you shot an amazing score and won bronze. Like, how on earth did you do that?
That 8 will haunt me for the rest of my life. But yeah, I don't know how
you
to
overcame
say.
it in amazing fashion.
Yeah, I got so angry at myself. So I lost all my nerves, and all of the nerves were replaced by anger, and turns out that worked really well. So that is literally what happened. And I did cry a little, not gonna lie. I went off the field and I shed some tears, and then I was like, okay, like there's no time for crying. Like if I cry later. So, but luckily I didn't have to cry later anymore.
Oh, maybe you had the tears of joy, perhaps.
I was definitely happy because I just really wanted that medal.
No, it was really, truly amazing. And just giving some context here, we've just had the medal ceremony of the compound mixed team. And in just a couple of moments, we'll get started with the compound men teams, and it'll be the bronze medal up first. We have Slovenia against Turkey. And I apologize once again for the graphics that we don't have here yet again. So last time out in Madrid World Cup, the fourth stage of the season, we also had some issues with the graphics, and our team is working really hard to try and fix that, and then we'll bring the live scoring to you. For the moment, we have then the two of us, me, Bernardo Oliveira, Brazilian Olympic archer, and compound Estonian archer, Medie Tapas, joining us here to take you through the competition. Send questions for Medie, and also tell us, where are you watching from, chat. Shelly James is asking, why can't we see the archers? Well, you head to archery.tv, Archery Plus, and there you can watch all the competition, see exactly the same feed that we are getting here, and you are gonna watch along with us. Field is getting set over there, Medie, for the compound men team.
Yeah, I think it's already set, so I think we start at any minute now.
Yeah, gonna come at any moment, and no more drops of rain. Steady weather for the moment.
Can't see anything, but like the weather forecast said it's still gonna rain, but hopefully it's not. The weather forecast is not really trustworthy right now here. It's like Korea in September and late August is mostly it's gonna be very hot and very humid, or it's gonna be raining. I feel like there's no in between. And I also feel like the humidity is a little better
Yeah,
now,
crazy.
so
Yeah.
it's not as sticky.
Yeah, but hopefully you're used to the humid weather after Chengdu, because I heard conditions were very tough there.
Oh, Chengdu was like some next level weather. I haven't had anything like that before.
Yeah, tough. I'll just read a couple of comments here from the chat. Play TPUS. This live is a joke. Yes, it is a joke without the graphics, but still, thank you for joining and for commenting. But the purpose of this is a watch party. So this is, we're here to watch with you. You just go to archery.tv and you can watch everything. And then if you like what we say, you stay here with us on both screens. And also you can take the opportunity to say, to interact with the Medie Tapas. And I wouldn't really pass by this opportunity. But we have Pixel Palooza all the way from Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for joining us. And now we have athletes already on the arena lining up. We have Turkey and Slovenia. Slovenia is the surprise in this medal match, isn't it, Medie?
It is gonna be a tough match. Both teams are very, very young. Actually, I think all of them are in their 20s. So it's gonna be a match for the youth.
Yeah, absolutely. But we have seen some flashes of brilliance from Slovenian archers, especially Team Jevznik, if I remember correctly.
I didn't hear it's very loud.
Yeah, I was just talking about Tim Jevznik. So, because we have seen some flashes of amazing performances from him in the past before.
Mm-hmm. And you can see in the coach's box, it's Evren Gageran, who also used to shoot for Team Turkey back a couple years ago, actually. And then he changed his path and now is a coach.
All right. About to get started, fist bumps all throughout. Slovenia shooting second. It'll be Turkey shooting first. Yazgi Sezgin, who maybe will be shooting third. We saw quite a lot from him in the World Archery Youth Championships just a couple of weeks ago in Winnipeg, Canada. I was there for that one and it was amazing. But now, all eyes on the main event. We're about to get started with Compound Man team. It is Turkey first on the line with Emirkan Haney, who won bronze on home soil at the third stage of the Hyundai Archery World Cup earlier this year. Shoots first, just dropping a point. 9.6 or 7. Sight adjustment onto the young Yazgin Sezgin.
And he puts it right in the 10. Starting with a 29 for Team Turkey. And now it's Team Slovenia's turn, starting with Stas Modic. Also a little bit of a low 9.
Well, I'll excuse me just a second, Medie. You take over.
I'll take over, you're stuck with me now. And here we have Aljaž Brenk, shooting second. And it's a 10. Great start for him. And the last one on the line is Team Jevznik, also a very good shooter from Slovenia. Right into the X.
Right, back.
So currently 29-29.
Yeah.
Now it's back to Team Turkey.
Something I find quite unique about Turkey, which is not so common, is these wrist releases, right?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to bring it up. because you can mostly see it in Turkey. Um, Not as much now. I feel like, from what I remember, basically all of them used to shoot wrist releases. It's very popular there. I haven't personally tried one, but I mean, clearly it works well.
And what type of release do you use?
I use a thumb release. It's from Trubo, a Blade Mini, because I have quite small hands, so nothing else really fits my hand the way that that one does. Used to shoot a hinge, but then I got a little bit of target panic with it, so I chose to change to a thumb release a couple years ago now.
How long, more exactly, has it been that you're shooting a thumb release?
I think now 3 years, 3 or 2 years, definitely. I've tried a lot of them, but the Blade one is the one that works for me the best. And I feel like
And
on
now
compound,
Tim Yevznik.
I feel like on compound you
I'm
can
sorry,
really see
go on,
it
Medie.
being more popular. The thumb release now, a lot of more people are shooting with it than before.
Yeah. Would you say it helps with target panic?
With what?
Would you say that using a thumb release can help recover from target panic?
It, I won't say it does. I felt like I couldn't shoot my old release anymore, and I needed a change. Usually, it's the other way around. That people get target panic from thumb releases. They start punching, which is basically your thumb being here and just like pushing the button, which you're not supposed to do. So, and then people usually take a hinge to get that feeling of pulling, which I do. I also have a hinge in my quiver, and I pull it out every once in a while if I'm kind of sick of shooting my thumb release and I feel like my release hand isn't as good. So it's very good to use them both, actually, because one helps the other.
Oh, so. So interesting. So, but then you actually pick up the hinge release and shoot a couple of arrows with it every now and then?
Yeah, when I feel like my release isn't as good, or I'm starting to get a little punchy, so then I pull it out, and with that you can really train your hand to go back, not stay static here. So it really helps because with the thumb release you have to actually like kind of pull and push at the same time, not just push. So using a hinge to train thumb is a pretty good idea.
So interesting, so interesting. We are now getting started with end number 2. It is Turkey trailing by 1 point. Thomas Yevsenak just joined us asking why don't we show the archers. This is a watch party, and so we are watching the competition that you can watch on Archery Plus. You just head to archery.tv, and there you can watch the competition. And the idea here is that you would have 2 separate screens, one with a live feed from Archery Plus, the other one here with us, and we're here to keep you company and bringing you information live from the venue with Medie Tapas from Estonia, very accomplished archer herself, and she's here to interact with us with the chat. And usually we have graphics here on the screen where I would be feeding the graphics with the plotting of the arrows and the results and everything, but for a technical reason we can't show it just yet. So for the moment it's just to hear the two of us talking and giving our impressions on the competition. As we have now Slovenia shooting 2 10s, both of them clipping the line up high. We saw one of the archers just gesturing, showing yeah, like I know it's high. So now last archer of the Slovenian team on the line, it is Tim Yevznik.
Also putting it right in the 10. It is a
And off
pretty
it goes. It
tight
is a
match.
30 in the first rotation for Team Slovenia, doing everything they could have to try and hold on to their lead. And later today, after we have the compound men team, we're going to have the compound women team. And we have a surprise, which is Kazakhstan. I think it is the team that beat you girls from Estonia, isn't that right, Medie?
Yeah, it is true. They are a surprising bunch, actually.
Yeah.
It's not the first time they shot really good at a World Cup. Yeah, they came out of basically nowhere a couple of years ago, and they've been shooting really good. And they're definitely a bunch to reckon with. So it's going to be an interesting match to see how they hold up on a finals field.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see some from Kazakhstan. We also saw them doing quite amazing a recurve, but crazy. But now switching back to this match, we have seen quite a lot of the Turkish men in terms of compound, but not a lot from the women, right? I remember they had a girl that was she had some good results some years ago, but I believe this year we haven't seen anything really remarkable from Turkey in terms of compound women.
Yeah, their team is, from what I can see, pretty young. The Team Turkey used to be a very, very hard match. But yeah, for some reason, they are not as strong as they used to be. But we also don't have all of the archers anymore shooting for the team who used to be the legends and OGs, like Yasemin. And now there's Hazal Burun is a very good shooter. That's who we have seen for the last couple of years doing some really amazing scores. But yeah, for some reason this season isn't their best.
All right. And we can see now some drops of rain, especially on the live feed, and the changing conditions. Navigating these changing conditions in such a short match is crucial, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, like this wind is, it's a light mist, so it's not gonna really mess with your arrows. But if it's gonna rain hard, then you would have to think of aiming a little bit higher, because the rain usually beats down your arrows quite a lot. I don't know how it is for men, because they shoot higher poundage than I do, but I would guess it's a little bit of the same. You have to think of stuff, and your bow gets slippery, and your release gets wet, and everything like that. So, yeah, we'll see how they navigate that. But right now, it's not the worst weather.
Well, despite not being the worst, we have umbrellas coming out, raincoats coming out as well. It's Emirkan Ane's turn. He's on the line, about to get started for Team Turkey. Both teams matched each other with 60, and we just had a little twitch there, I think. But great effort by him to put it in the 10. All the same, he had a smile of relief in his face.
Sadly, a 9, so that makes their score a little bit further from Team Slovenia.
Yeah, he gestured something there. Maybe he wasn't quite so happy with how he finished the shot on the string side, on how he activated the release. And that one from Akçaglu, just touching the line. It is 29 in the first rotation, off to Slovenia. Slovenia seems to be well on track to win this bronze medal, and what an achievement this will be for them.
Yeah, definitely. It's a little surprising team to see out of finals field, I'm not gonna lie. because there's so many good men's teams, but they really showed up here and doing really good. But sadly, right now we just had 1-9, which makes the score a little lower. But we'll see how team finishes this round.
10.
And he put it in the 10, holding on. 1 point difference.
Yeah, but talking about Slovenia, as they just dropped some points now, or better, 1 point in this first rotation in the third end. They had an interesting way. They did beat a lot of amazing teams on their way, as you would suppose, to make it into a medal match in the World Championships. Their first match was against the very last team that made it into the eliminations, Belgium. But then they beat Mexico, which is an amazing team. And we saw Mexico win bronze medal in the compound mixed team. After that, they beat first seed Korea and home favorites by a single point. And then they themselves were edged by a single point by France in the semifinal. So they're now here fighting for the last podium place up against Turkey. As Turkey drops 2 very important points in this rotation. Akçoglu coming out of the line, not happy. Slovenia, they have an amazing opportunity on their hands, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're on the right track. And after these shots, there are just 6 arrows left, so those will be definitely deciding. I think it's just out. But nothing too bad yet.
Still quite under control. 2 points ahead of Turkey.
Yeah.
Now, that was a very good confidence boost. Looking laser focused as he comes out of the line. These Slovenian archers, they're looking, at least to me, surprisingly cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, they definitely are compared to Turkey, which are a little bit more twitchy maybe. But yeah, they look very chilled out. Here to do the job.
Yeah. We're getting on the live feed a very nice camera shot from somebody, just a mobile camera. They're showing the targets as we have the agent. They're marking the arrow holes. None other than Ziga Ravnikar for Slovenia, an Olympian himself. There as the agent collecting the arrows for his compound counterparts. It said that we had a measure, but I think nothing really changed. So we have Slovenia 2 points ahead of Turkey, 177 to 175. 2 points might be too much to overcome for Team Turkey with only 6 arrows left, right, Medie?
They see the matches really go until the last arrow, so
anything can happen, absolutely. We have to go. Yes, we're getting started. 4th and last regulation end. We haven't had shoot-offs yet today, as we get just a sneak peek into the agents area, where they wait with the judges. And now, very first arrow of the 4th end, Emirkan Hane does exactly what he should do, which is shoot 10s. He didn't look too happy,
no,
but
I
10 points is all that matters. Young Yazgi Sezgin on the line. Still, you see no wind at all over there, Medie.
Nope, no wind.
Yes, but Sezgin shot a 9, really not looking comfortable, not looking pleased with his shooting.
This shot
the chances of Turkey. Oh, and it's another 9.
Yeah.
Actual glue dropping yet another point. This is becoming really, really dire for Team Turkey.
9.
Also Slovenia,
Slovenia.
starting with the 9.
They are in a very comfortable position. Oh yeah, just dropped a 9.
Very interesting here. Let's see what Aljaž does. A little bit shaky.
9.
As I said, until the last arrow.
Another 9. What is happening? What is happening, Medie? You called it.
Let's see how team finishes.
9.
Also a 9. This is getting nerve-wracking.
Well, hadn't Turkey dropped those 2 points in the first rotation, I guess Slovenia, they would be on desperation mode.
It is.
But
It's not
Emir
always
Kanhane,
the
who has been
easiest.
the anchor of this team so far, yeah, not always the easiest, but he's putting pressure.
10.
Also 10. Turkey really wanting to finish perfect.
Another 10. Yeah,
I mean, at this
it'll
point,
be up
when-
to the young Slovenian lineup.
When you are in the losing, then you just really try to finish good and do your best because there's nothing else you can do. But for Slovenia right now, I think it's really hard. There's a 29 to win, so let's see what they do if they can handle the pressure.
Yeah, and
9.
if Medie shoots a 9, which he does,
Yeah,
so
So
pressure on his
teammates-
teammates.
I'm getting nervous.
We all are. But imagine the athletes down on the line. Alias
Puts it into the 10.
shoots one of the 10s they needed.
And let's see, deciding arrow, 10 to win.
Team Yevznik, it's on his hands.
Very shaky.
Oh, he gets the
And
10,
he
ladies and
gets
gentlemen. The pressure shot, the final arrow.
And he does it. Amazing.
You can really see the surprise on his face. He didn't understand what was going on.
But he did it. It doesn't matter how he did it. He did put that arrow in the middle. I think that was an axe. And
Yeah,
elated celebrations from the Slovenians, now congratulating the Turkish. They did put up a fight. This match was way more tense than we all anticipated. They started shooting so strong, but then in the end, everybody started giving each other opportunities. But wow, what an effort from the young Slovenians to win bronze at the World Championships. This has got to mean the world to them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, who doesn't want a World Championship medal, right?
Yeah. Raising their bows in celebration. We will see them on the podium in just a moment's time. But before that, we're gonna have the gold medal match between France and India. It was France, the Frenchman, that denied Slovenia from a shot at gold. But whoa, those boys must be so happy for winning bronze. And France is gonna be facing India, who is coming back for their second medal of the day. They did fail to win gold previously up against the Netherlands in the mixed team, but now they have another chance in the compound men team against France. And let me
A lot of
hydrate
good
as well.
archers in this
Great
next
stuff there,
round.
Medie.
So you can see their
Okay,
happy
chat.
faces and
Keep telling us. Yeah, we keep running over each other. I'm really sorry about that, Medie. Priority is totally yours.
no, there's a little bit of delay, so that's all right. But the next match is definitely gonna be Also interesting, a lot of good and legendary archers on the line. So I think it's gonna be a very strong one.
Yeah, absolutely. France, super strong across all disciplines, and India, the powerhouse. They were, of course, the big country in terms of compound archery last time out in Berlin, 2023, where we had similar conditions to what you guys are having right there, right now in Gwangju. But something really cool about these World Championships this time out in Gwangju is that we have finals happening across 6 days. So today is only the first day of coverage. We'll be going all the way through Friday, always starting at the same time. In my case, 7 a.m. at the Central European Summer Time, 5 a.m. UTC, wherever you're joining from. Also, chat, let us know where you're watching from, and also send questions to Medie. And by the way, we have something here. Somebody was a little upset about what you're wearing, Medie. Dark Jedi said that he was hoping that you would wear the iconic blue.
I have an iconic blue, like this jacket here, if that works. But sadly, I had to wash all of my blue shirts because it is humid.
But I believe maybe it's too hot and too humid to be wearing a jacket.
Yeah, it definitely is. This one is has a little bit more of a different back, so it's a little bit more, breezy.
Yeah. Okay, we have here Pyushi Keshri. I'm sorry, this is my best effort into pronouncing. I apologize for any mistakes. But Indian, and with a little Indian flag. Well, India is about to shoot. Archers are lining up. They're going to be duly introduced. The Indian team is composed by Rishabh Yadav, Aman Saini, Pratamesh Balchandra Fugue, and the French are Nicolas Girard, François Dubois, and Jean-Philippe Bouche. Jean-Philippe Bouche, in turn, the guy's tall, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's called one of the compound bears for a reason.
Who you think is taller, him or AJ Scott from Great Britain?
I think him. I think he's taller. But
you think he's taller than AJ?
I think so. He's pretty tall. I mean, both of them are, but I guess we have to put them next to each other to know for sure.
To know for sure, yeah. But in practical terms, do you think this poses a real challenge in terms of tuning the equipment? Because his arrows must be really long.
Oh, definitely. I know that Nico Wiener, he is also very tall and he has a long draw length, so he gets custom-made bows for him because his draw length is just too long. So I think it really is a little bit hard to set the bows up.
Wow,
but they're
that's
definitely
crazy. Custom-made bow.
Yeah, custom limbs, if I'm not mistaken.
Crazy. For the second time today, we see the man, Rishabh Yadav. He is the opening archer for the Indian squad. Shot a 9 high. We haven't seen him very happy shooting today.
Yeah,
wow, and so much movement from the arrow there.
He is probably just coming right off the field for eliminations for compound men. So I think it's been a long day.
A long day for all of them, right? Very, very tough.
Yeah.
But we are talking about elite athletes that do put in a lot of training, physical preparation. What does an archer do other than just shooting?
I mean, archers can go to the gym, but you just need to know what you're doing. You can't really build muscle because that can get in the way a little bit. So usually just resistance training because you're like on the field all day. So then also I know a lot of archers who do swimming. That is very good for archers because it's a whole body workout. It doesn't build muscle that much, but it's still working out all of your limbs. So I mean, I feel like for archery in general, like just shooting also, like I think that's what most archers do, just shoot. Especially for compound.
Repetition. But what about recovery?
I mean, recovery, I don't know. Like, for me, like, recovery for me is like I want to be in bed all day. So, and massages and physios and stuff like that. Like,
Wow, did you see Aman Saini, adjusting his arrow or what with his mouth?
I just missed it, I think.
Yeah, it's really odd. Maybe from your vantage point it's not so easy to see, but from the television feed we could see that. It's something I have never seen, and well, we'll see with the next arrows. With Fuga just shooting his last arrow just before the buzzer.
Let's see, Team France. Bush starting.
Jean-Philippe Bush, yeah, one of the compound bears, as Medie said. France is yet to shoot an arrow outside of the 10, shooting so strong, while India has already dropped to 3 points.
Shooting a resistance. You can see it was a little bit long. Maybe he hesitated a little bit with the thumb.
Yeah, and also a little arm twitch there, trying to make a correction there in the end, but didn't quite work out for him. Something interesting is Nicolas Girard, he has 2 side rods and his stabilizers. This is not something that we see often.
Yeah, it's definitely not the usual, but for like compound archery and archery in general, is all about how you feel best behind the bow and what feels best for you. We have seen, I mean, a lot of weird stuff and how people shoot and do their setup, and archery is all about repetition. So if like technically, even if you have a bad setup or bad technique, but you still do everything the same, you can shoot pretty well. But just usually the right type of setup and stuff like that takes you to the next level.
Yeah, really maximizing everything you can, right?
Yeah, I can see both side rods a lot more in the US. So it's interesting to see that it has made its way into Europe.
Interesting. We're going to see the US shooting in 2 matches' time, because we have the American girls shooting up against the Mexicans for the women's gold medal match. But yes, in compound, at least I have seen so much more. Sometimes no side rods, and if they do have, then only one. And what is your setup, Medie?
I have 1 side rod, keeping it classic. I have a 30-inch in front and a 12-inch in the back, and my weight is pretty much the same. I have a little bit more in the front, but yeah, that's what I'm running right now.
Yeah. Okay. And out of curiosity, have you ever shot recurve?
I have tried, but I feel like my body doesn't move that way anymore. I have done compound for since 2011. So that is a lifetime of shooting compound and my shoulder just going one direction. So I really can't do recurve. It's not for me. Luckily for the Olympic dream, I just have to shoot compound.
How old
now. I
were
don't
you
have
when
to
you started
change.
shooting?
I was in
Yeah.
third grade, so I think I was around 9 years old. Yeah. And my first individual
Wow, okay.
like
Well, 'cause
international was when I was 13.
Wow. We have seen a lot of you for so long, but then every time that I'm looking up stats or something, and then I see your age, and I'm like, my goodness, you're so young, but you've been around really shooting at the top for such a long time. It's so remarkable.
Yeah, I started. Luckily for me, I had a great chance to start going to competition very young. So I have been doing internationals for over 10 years now, so 12 years or something like that. And I did my first World Cup like 2021 maybe. It was during COVID time, so I had to wear a mask, but it was in Switzerland, and that's where my World Cup archery career started. Because I was still in the youth, I was still like under 21.
And you shot at Poland Youth Worlds in 21 and Madrid 23?
Yes. Yeah. I remember Madrid.
Amazing.
I think it was the other way around though.
It was Poland 21 and Madrid 20, or anyway, I can check that later. But now we have the second end going on. We had India with a comeback shooting 10-10-10 as we had Marc Chevet. And France has dropped 2 points. So now it's all square. The recovery that India needed seems to be on the way. Rishabh Yadav looking a little bit more relaxed now as he shoots a 10, fist bumps with his teammates.
It's also raining pretty heavy now.
Look, this is something I have never seen.
Not sure though.
Oh, it's good to hear that. We can clearly see the target face is so much more wet. So amazing info firsthand from Medie over there on the venue. But next time out, we'll see Aman signing. It is so bizarre that he adjusts his arrow on the arrow rest with his mouth after getting to full draw. But despite the rain, it is a 60 for India and putting pressure on France.
I have seen putting the arrow on the rest with the mouth before, but I feel like it's a very last thing you can do, especially at finals field. There's no time for you to pull back your bow and start again. You have to shoot. There's no other option.
But it seems that this is his usual shot routine because he has done it in every single arrow.
Seems like it.
Crazy. Up to Nicolas Girard now.
Never seen anything like that before.
10-10-10.
France finishing strong. Still tight match.
Yes, so they dropped those 2 points in the first rotation, but managed to shoot a 30 in the second one. And now, halfway through the match, both teams at exactly the same score. 117 points. It's getting windy, you said.
Yeah, it's picking up.
Yeah, and now, and we could even pick it up from your mic.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see any wind on the target though, because probably there's buildings around and there's those stands. So but it might still create a wind tunnel. So we see what happens. This next end is definitely gonna be interesting if the wind stays.
Yeah, conditions changing all the time. We started the session without rain. Now light rain, rain picking up, and the wind. No, I think you don't have to worry too much about the wind on the mic, Medie. I think it's okay. Don't worry.
I can hear it pretty loud myself, so.
Okay. Now, which way is this going to go? India could not win gold last time out with the compound mixed team. They started trailing this compound men gold medal match, but now they've managed to get level with France. Only 12 arrows left for each team. We resume original shooting order, which is India shooting first. Rishabh Yadav on the line. It's funny how he draws with his hands so high, isn't it?
Yeah, I can see also Jyoti does that. They have very different draws from other people, I feel like. It's pretty high and very, very close.
Why do you think that helps? Why do you think they chose to do that?
I mean, from experience, I know that like drawing your bow very, very close to your face keeps you aligned much better. So I feel like that definitely is a factor here. For me, I draw my bow how it feels best for my shoulder because I've had an injury before. So I try to push my shoulder away and not do it very, very close. But I mean, it's archery.
Talking
you just
about
have to
injury.
do the same thing.
Yeah, no matter what you do, just do the same. But you shot the World Cup final last year with an injury.
Yeah, that was. I can't even begin to describe. I thought this is the end, actually, because that pain, like I've never felt pain like that before. And on the finals field, I was fully medicated. I was on such strong pain medicine that the physios gave me. That was the only thing that like helped me through it. So, but at the same time, it helped me kind of go into it without any expectations because I thought that I can't even shoot one arrow.
That's absolutely mind-blowing. And so you went from not knowing whether you could shoot a single arrow to nearly beating Sarah Lopez in the gold medal final.
Yeah, anything can happen, right? So, yeah, that is definitely...
Anything can happen, exactly.
There's definitely
You know
one
better
of
than
my
anyone.
best memories.
Well, and I want to hear more from that in just a moment. The match is becoming more and more tense as we have less arrows left, but the difference between these two amazing teams is only a single point. India shoot a perfect second rotation. Maybe the 9 that they shot in the first rotation might be critical, but it is still up to France to deliver and keep that single point advantage.
Yeah. Seems like they don't have any wind down there. For me, it's quite windy. But for them, it seems the flags aren't moving at all. Just wet.
Yeah, but also you're at a higher position.
Yeah.
But with
Fans
wind,
level
without
playing
wind,
field.
how important it is the communication with your teammates? Because we see the archers talking quite a lot.
Yeah, for us, we usually just say very motivating words to each other. We know if there's something that that individual archer has to think about while shooting, like keep pulling or hold your arm or something like that. But also with wind, it is pretty useful when they say if the wind is changing directions a lot, so which way the wind is going. So if the wind is going to the left, you aim a little bit more to the right. and like that. But I feel like on shooting teams, you just try to be there for each other, motivate each other, and that's all you can do, right? So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's throw it over to the crowd now.
And also read, like determine where you're going to aim off based on the feedback from your teammates. To me, that's an art.
It didn't hear. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. I was just saying that. Oh, the wind is so strong over there, it seems. But I was saying that being able to use the feedback from your teammates to determine where you can aim off, to kind of use their arrows as feedback for yours, that's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. For us, it's usually like, let's say I'm the last one to shoot, so Maris, who's my teammate, she shoots in front of me, so I can tell. She comes off the line and she can tell me, oh, the wind is carrying the arrows, so I know to aim off a little. It's all about communication. Because also you don't have a lot of time to shoot your arrows. You only have you only have like 20 seconds per individually. That doesn't account into changing the line and coming off the line.
You pick a spot and you go for it.
Mm-hmm. India starting with a 10.
Okay, if this match couldn't get any more 10s, Rishabh Yadav, he started with a 10, 186 points, 14 India. Both teams started the last regulation end at exactly the same number of points as Aman Saini drops another point. Each arrow is crucial to winning gold. 10s looks all around.
Started with a 29.
And a very composed shot from Fug to finish the first rotation with the 29. Now the pressure is on the French side.
Just a little low. You can see he's not satisfied with that shot at all.
9 low from Jean-Philippe Bouche. Absolutely, especially at the final stages of such a match. You shoot a 9, you don't want to let your teammates down.
Definitely not.
Amazing 10 from Francois Dubois to try and bring the morale up. Nicolas Girard, crucial arrow. 10 to tie with India.
Also a very good shot. Last 3 ends.
Timing was great, right?
Getting nervous. 205 and 205.
If we are nervous just watching it, imagine the archers themselves. But now is the moment where legends are made. Rishabh Yadav delivers when he needed to. What an accent that was.
His work here is done. Now he's just hoping for his teammates to follow.
Yeah, you just watch and hope for the best and motivate them. Aman Saini, who had to drop the 9 in the previous rotation, now makes his way back into the 10.
Ooh, a little long.
And Fuga finishes the job. It is a 30 in the second rotation. France needs nothing less than perfection to force a shoot-off.
Let's see.
And it's over. It is gold for India.
You can already see them holding back, celebrating, because there's still 2 arrows left.
Yeah. Zaman Saini, he has his hand on his mouth, kind of in disbelief. He hasn't quite synced in yet the fact that he is a world champion, but France still has only formality arrows to shoot.
Just finish good.
9.
Yeah, it's just for your own self-image. It is a 9 for Nicolas Girard, but now the wait is over. India can celebrate.
Big smiles from Team India. The new world champions.
The new world champions. What a performance that was, because they were trailing at the start of the match, but they managed to really put up a very strong performance and most crucially, finish strong.
Shoot when it matters, the 10s. And the last 3 arrows really mattered.
And I think a trait of the great archers is being able to recover in a short amount of time. And this is exactly what we saw Yasha Bradov do.
Yeah, you can see his confidence getting more up. It's growing, and he finished very strong.
But have your confidence grow in the finals arena with all the cameras and knowing everybody's watching you. It's so remarkable.
I think this will definitely be a good, I guess, training for the individual matches in a couple of days.
In the case of
Is it
compound
tomorrow,
men,
actually?
tomorrow already.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. And well, we have an amazing Indian audience here. We have comments. Everybody happy with the Indian gold medal, and that was amazing. Thank you so much for all your comments and the interaction, and everybody joining us here on YouTube for our watch party. So if you're new to this, just saying that what is this all about is we're watching the competition on archery.tv. That is Archery Plus. Just head there and you can watch all the competition that both me and Medie Marita Paz are watching right now. We have 2 matches left. The compound women team. The field is going to be prepared for the medal ceremony for the compound men team, which had India with the gold medal, France with silver and bronze. What a surprise that was for Slovenia, the tiny European country, but already with a remarkable archery tradition. But then after that, we are going to have the compound women team with a bronze medal match between Great Britain and Kazakhstan, and then the gold medal match, USA and Mexico. But then going back to your campaign at the World Championships, Medie, who are you shooting against tomorrow in your first match individually?
First match is against a Hong Kong archer. I haven't shot against her before. I'm not even sure I have seen her before. At least the name didn't sound that familiar to me. But yeah, starting with that, and I didn't look at the rest. One match at a time.
One match at a time, exactly. And so tomorrow we have the first eliminations, and then from the round of 16, it'll be already in the finals arena.
Yeah, 1/8 finals are all on the finals field.
You were saying you shot 700, like 700 sharp.
Yeah, 700 0.
And what has been your season best?
This year, like for World Archery, it is the 700 because this year it has been so windy. There hasn't been one competition where there wasn't some wind or some rain or some weird weather. But usually, The whole season best is 703 right now. Still figuring everything out. But
Where
for
did
me,
you
the
shoot
season.
that?
I shot that in Italy, so I go there. I live there with my boyfriend, not all of the time, but I go visit. So that is a great place for me to go do some competitions because they have a lot more competitions than we do in Estonia. And also the weather is also better. So here I also came from straight from Rome because back home it was very cold and rainy and windy, and I just couldn't take it. I just wanted to get out of it.
Yeah. Well, it's to me it's a little bit crazy because we met briefly earlier this year in Estonia,
Yeah.
and it was a very sunny and warm day over there in Estonia. But I guess I was lucky with the weather.
Yeah, you definitely were lucky. You were here when you were there when we still had summer. But actually, right now it's not the worst. But Estonia in the summer is really maybe maximum we get is 30, but that's on a very good day, so 25 usually. Yesterday it was very warm, but before I went to Italy, it was starting to get cold and it was raining pretty often. So not the best training weather.
Yeah. And there in Gwangju, the weather has been a thing as well, with very sunny, warm days. And today, is it even a bit cool or no? Still feels hot.
It's a little cooler. I think it's around 26 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But the day started with heavy rains and lightning and thunder. So that's why the compound men's eliminations started 15 minutes later because the field was absolutely soaked. There was lightning, and now too the rain stopped for a little bit and then started again and stops and starts again. So it's very on and off. But at least it's not hot. So if it would be hot, then this humidity would be crazy.
Yeah, let's wait until the end of the week. I'm sure we're gonna have everything. We're getting started with the medal ceremony for the compound man team. All smiles on that Indian team. Look at that.
To see Team France teammates on the stands, also looking very proud of their teammates.
And the Indians are usually very loud.
Yeah, you can hear them usually. Yeah.
Gifts will be presented by President of Gwangju Archery.
We're gonna have the Slovenians getting bronze, and they upset the home nation, Korea. That was an achievement because the home advantage, the momentum, must have been hard to stop.
Yeah, the home team didn't do the best in teams, in women's and men's and mixed team, which was a little surprising because they are a very strong team and we are on their homeland and probably where they practice and everything. So we'll see what they do tomorrow.
Big upset, but so deserved from the Slovenians with that very beautiful bronze medal. The ones that at least finished on a high by winning that bronze medal match. And do you know what is that kind of the little toy, the teddy bear they're getting there on the podium?
No, I'm guessing it's some type of mascot. but I'm not sure exactly
Yeah, but
which
like
one.
what the mascot is, what animal or plant, whatever.
Last time when it was World Cup in Gwangju, I know the Gwangju mascot is like a little round creature. I don't know even what to call it, but I haven't seen these before. So, and for gifts we also got some mascots. So I think they have 3 mascots. I don't know, but it looks very cute. It looks like some sort
You're
of
gonna have
tree.
to win one to show and tell yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, looks like a tree. Yeah. The French squad not quite so cheerful because they lost that gold medal after being on the lead during that match.
Yeah. I
They
also
shot
don't-
superb, but they were defeated
also
by an
don't look
amazing
too-
Indian squad.
Too crazy about the mascots. A little bit confused.
And there you have your new world champions. Those smiles, they tell it all. India. With Saini, Fugger, and Yadav. We have a question from Arikanti Venu asking where do we watch it, and on Archery Plus you head to archery.tv and you can watch all the feed that we are watching. This is a watch party, a watch along. We're here to keep you company, just to be watching in a chilled, relaxed chat. And we have an amazing guest in Medie Tapaz from Estonia, who we hope is going to be shooting the finals in 2 days' time. But she was very generous with her time to be here with us today, and what an amazing opportunity it has been to be speaking to her.
Thanks for having me.
As we just have now the Indian national team anthem being played out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause.
That was it, Indian national anthem for a very proud team made by Rishabh Yadav, Aman Saini, Prathamesh, Balchandra Fuge. And now that very proud podium picture. It's not just any podium, it is the podium at the World Championships. One of our flagship events that takes place once every 2 years. And athletes so proudly showing their medals made at the Monet de Paris, same place that made the medals that were awarded to Olympians and Paralympians in Paris 2024. Well, we're gonna have a little field reset. The field is gonna be prepared for the very last matches of the day, which is going to be bronze medal in the compound women's team. It'll be Great Britain up first against Kazakhstan, which is one of the surprises that we've had, just like Slovenia in the compound men team. In the women's, it is Kazakhstan up against Great Britain, of course, led by Ella Gibson. And there you go, Iconic Blue is back.
I must say that the finance field is very, very good, because I'm here struggling with the wind and I don't see anything down there. So I think it's very windproof.
You are at the windiest place in the venue then.
Seems like it.
I'm looking at the brackets here, and Kazakhstan upset so many good teams because they ranked 11th, and so after beating Poland, they went on to beat Estonia, Lizel and Maris, and then they beat Italy, and then they lost to Mexico in a shoot-off.
You really can't have no expectations against somebody.
Momentarily lost Medie. Okay, she's back. Medie, we lost you for a second, but now we seem to have you back.
Okay. I wanted to say that it's very unexpected for Kazakhstan to be in the finals. But in archery, you really never know who's gonna shoot very good. You might think that it's gonna be easy against some opponents, but then they end up beating you. So you really need to go into every match with just trying to win and do your best and not give any slack.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, we lost a little bit of what you said, Medie, but I think connection was just reestablished.
Yeah, I think the wind isn't helping.
But as we heard you say in the end,
Please welcome the athletes to the field of play for the compound within bronze medal.
okay, we're getting started with the penultimate match of today's session. Athletes coming into the shooting line. Great Britain and Kazakhstan. On the British side, we have Layla Anderson, Isabel Carpenter, and Britain's very own Ella Gibson. And on the Kazakh side is Victoria Lian, Roxana Yunusova, and Adel Shehebinova.
Ella Gibson.
We have talked quite a lot about the Kazakh team, but this British one is a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely, they have been shooting together since forever. I have known Isabella and Layla since I started going to youth cups, Ella a little bit later, but they shoot together all the time. They definitely have their dynamic and know how to deal with each other and how to motivate each other, so it's definitely a strong team.
And Ella Gibson is yet to win her first gold medal at the World Championships. She has won so many World Cup stages, has led the world rankings, recently lost her #1 position in the world ranking to Maya Becerra, but she is still looking for her first World Championships gold medal. It's not going to be now, because this is the bronze medal match up against Kazakhstan, but maybe we'll see her shooting individually in a couple of days' time. For now, it's all teams. We're about to get started. We have Ella Gibson shooting first for Great Britain. And number one.
9.
Just started with a 9, but I feel like for everybody, nobody really have started with a 10. So I maybe with the practice field there's some difference with sight.
9.
So they just need to sight in and keep doing what they're doing.
And funnily enough, the very first match of the session in the compound mixed team bronze, both teams started perfect, I think, with 40s. But then after that, everybody getting it wrong, as you're pointing out.
Yeah, could be the light, could be the direction. Also here, it's different conditions maybe. I don't know where they're having their practice sessions at. But if it's in the wind and you come here where there's no wind, there's going to be quite a bit of difference in the sight.
Yeah. Different conditions. Everybody's
Kazakhstan
struggling.
starting
Great
with a
Britain
great
struggling big time with 3 9s. Yeah. Kazakhstan really strong with X10 from Roxana Yunusova.
10.
Now it is
They're starting
Adel
very strong.
Jehebinova. Another X10. Kazakhstan capitalizing on this opportunity that was given to them by Great Britain in this first rotation.
10.
3x. I have to eat my words.
You heard the man calling it. Mark Chavet, the venue announcer, 10-10-10. Great Britain already with a 3-point deficit, but a lot of arrows left in this match.
Great Britain also is shooting very interesting. They're not starting all in the same target.
Yeah, they're picking different targets to be shooting at out of the 2 target faces that they have. Isabel Carpenter, Ella Gibson's teammate, follows suit after Gibson started with a 10, but time is running out for Layla.
3, 2, 1. Just at the last second. But there's not much you can do, you just have to shoot.
Yeah, if you just punch that, if you do have a thumb release.
Yeah. A 9 is better than no arrow at all.
10.
Absolutely. And thanks for counting down the time there for us.
Roxana putting it in the 10. Very strong. And she hasn't shot compound for a very long time. I think she has shot it for like maybe 4 years now.
So she used to shoot recurve.
Yeah, so I think she just switched and she got into the team immediately. And
10.
perfect score.
That is a perfect score.
Wow, Kazakhstan on fire. They're the surprise, but they are not behaving like an underdog. Shooting so strong. Great Britain already with a 4-point deficit. But talking about Great Britain, I find it interesting that they have Ella Gibson, which is the most accomplished archer that they have, shooting first. I imagine to then have her as the one showing the way to the 10 and giving confidence to her teammates.
Yeah, could be. As I said before, shooting first also isn't an easy task. You have the opening shot, you are the first to shoot from your teammates, and who knows, maybe just she doesn't like being the anchor and shooting in the last seconds, because usually for teams it comes down to that, the last seconds. So they just trust Layla to be the anchor.
Yeah, to be comfortable and confident that you can just keep it together and
Yeah.
shoot a good arrow, sometimes a 10 when needed, with the time running out. Start of and the number 2. Ella Gibson, laser focus on her face as she steps into the line.
And for Ella, you can also see a
Be
little
aiming
bit
for
of
nothing
thread,
less than 10.
thread on her stabilizer, so that shows her if there's wind and what direction it's going in. And she starts with an X, perfect.
Yeah, well said. Nicely pointed out. And the thread shows no wind at all, at least where the athletes are standing.
Yeah, unfortunately I'm here stuck with the wind. And easy putting it into
Isabel
the
Carpenter
9.
with yet another 9.
Yeah, you can see
So far she has 9x9.
yeah, Ella shooting in the first target, Isabella shooting in the second target. Seems like they're
That
having
was
a
a
bit
long
of a
post
struggle.
from Layla. Not happy with how that shot went out.
Let's see what Team Kazakhstan does now. A little bit of a long hold. She puts it in the X.
Yes, quite a long hold from Roxana, but she did take her time to shoot so precisely in the X, or 11 as it was in Antalya earlier this year.
Yeah, I remember. So strange.
First point to drop by the Kazakh team.
But they have quite a big lead.
Now
so
it is
I think
Victoria
there's no
Leon's
problem.
turn.
She puts it in the X. Very strong.
Difference is down to 5 points.
Ella also dropping a point. Seems like they're all
Great
pretty
Britain still
confused.
struggling. If you have your team leader struggling, that's not the best news for your teammates. As that one just clips the line by Isabel.
Layla having a bit more time, 10 seconds left. Long 3, 2, and she puts it in the 10, finally. You can see it on her face.
Yeah,
She's
but
like,
a big
finally.
sigh of relief. Yeah. Layla, who shot her first 10 of the match with this last arrow. Roxana Yunusova, she in turn hasn't missed the 10.
Yeah, they're shooting
Cool
very
as a
strong as a team.
Very strong. Adele with good timing. That one also lands in the 10.
You can definitely tell that they want the medal.
Oh yeah,
And they
I
want it
believe the
bad.
British, they want it as well, but and it is 59. The points difference increases yet again. It is a 6-point lead for the Kazakh team that, as we have said before, is the big surprise of this tournament.
Yeah, and the third archer from the team Kazakhstan, she actually has some sort of leg injury, so it's very hard for her to be on her feet. So you can definitely see after the shot that she was in a little bit of pain.
Yes, well pointed out. And in the team competition, there is this dynamic that you have to step into the line and get off the line quickly.
Also some very cool
Agents
front
and
shots.
judges.
The arrows flying in slow motion.
The slow-mo.
Very cool.
Yeah. Oh, and as you pointed out, that Victoria, she has an issue with her leg. We see her just holding on to the coach, trying to ease a little bit the weight on her feet.
Third end of the match, 12 hours to go. Ella puts it in the X. Nice start to the end.
In the X, yes, and she looked very confident walking out of the line. It's now
Yeah, you
Isabel's
can
turn.
definitely tell with Ella. She does like shakes her head like yes.
The body language tells it all. It's a long hold by Carpenter.
Little bit
That
high.
one really comes out twitchy. Yeah, touching the line between the 9 and the 8 high.
It's a lucky shot.
Yes, and from the TV shot that we have here on the live feed, we can see drops of rain. The rain hasn't eased off in Guangzhou.
Yeah, it's raining.
Another 9 dropped by Layla, who has shot only a single 10 in this match. She doesn't seem happy with her shooting. And Great Britain is running out of arrows in time to try and make a comeback. Roxana Yunusova shoots her first 9 of the match.
Yeah, but this is no problem. They have a 7-point lead right now, so shooting 1-9 is not threatening.
Extend by Adel Jehebinova. Victoria Lian, now full draw. With
Yeah, you can see
what
her
seems to be
limping.
a very short bow that she shoots. We did indeed see her limping out of the shooting line. Well, she only has 3 arrows left to shoot in this match.
I know all about shooting with pain.
And with strong pain medication.
Yeah.
The struggles for the British team only continue. So many points dropped already. A total of 10.
Just that time.
And once again, Layla Anderson having to shoot at the limit of the buzzer.
Definitely not great. Not a perfect condition to shoot.
Roxana back into the 10, X10 for her. She is the rock of this team, really.
She's shooting very great.
Wow, and that was super fast by Adele, perhaps a bit too fast, as we see her nodding a little bit, kind of, yeah, I knew it.
You could see trying to steer the arrow.
Yeah, what Karim, the lead commentator that you can hear on Archery Plus, what he calls Bokwando. And after you shoot, you do like kind of this, just trying to correct it there in the end.
Yeah, but they didn't seem
But
too
then,
worried
okay, we
about
have
it. They just laughed it
unofficially,
off.
yeah, not worrying too much about it. But as I was saying, unofficially we have 175 for Kazakhstan, for 170 Great Britain, and 5 points, as it has been your motto all day today in this session, Medie, that anything can happen, but I would be really surprised if Great Britain, they can recover from a 5-point deficit in this match.
Yeah, we will see. We always say you fight until the last arrow. So I'm afraid to say anything, honestly. We'll just see.
Afraid to take a stance.
Yeah.
But we have seen very dramatic finish to matches here today, and nothing more dramatic than what we can see on the feed of Victoria Leon, literally holding on to her coach because of her injured leg or foot or something, but luckily for her there's not a lot left. It'll be Great Britain shooting first yet again in the fourth and final regulation end in this compound women bronze medal match.
Just 2 arrows left per archer. 6 arrows for all of them. And Ella puts it in the X. Nice start to the last end.
I think her best shot to just yet in this match.
Yeah, I would say one of the best, yeah.
Came at a good moment. Now it's Isabel Carpenter's turn. She needs nothing less than 10.
Also putting it in the X. Very nice. Following lead.
And shooting at a different target than she usually shoots in the first rotation.
You can see Ella talking to Layla. Probably saying some motivating words. And that worked.
Yeah, it's very talkative. Ella really, clearly she is the leader of that team. Kind of keeping everyone together, everyone focused, everyone sharp. I'm afraid 29 is not enough to put pressure on Kazakhstan.
Starting with a 10.
Another 10 by Roxana Yunusova. I think now in the end we're starting to see a little more emotion coming from her face. Maybe as the match is coming to an end, she's feeling the emotions, realizing that she might win a world championship medal.
It is very hard to keep your emotions in check when you know that you're so close.
Yeah, when you have to wrap up the match. Kazakhstan matched Great Britain in this first rotation. Only 3 arrows left, and the 5-point difference remains.
Ella
Oh,
finishing
pardon me,
with a
it's a
10.
4-point difference as Ella Gibson shoots another 10. Her teammates need to shoot 10, each of them, and still hope for nothing short of disaster for Team Kazakhstan. That one just clips the line by Isabel Carpenter. Layla Anderson will shoot Great Britain's last arrow.
A little bit long, running out of time. She only had 1 second left after the shot.
Yeah, time has been an issue all throughout this match for the Brits.
26
Kazakhstan
to win.
only needs a 26 to win. They have no rotation at 26 or less.
Roxana has done her job well.
In fact, that was 28. Roxana with yet another 10. She was really the cornerstone of this Kazakh team.
She really did well. 9, that's no problem.
Adele, big bow pondo there, throwing her bow arm up, but now it should be fairly easy for her teammate Victoria Lia, and it's in her hands. A 7 to win.
Well, there it is.
She puts it in the 9.
Walking away with a bronze medal from Gwangju, Republic of Korea.
That's Medie, that's crazy. Kazakhstan won bronze.
Definitely one of the underdogs, but they did so well. 32 is a very good score today, so definitely happy.
Yes, very good score by the Kazakh team. At last we see emotions flowing from their faces. We see their teammates on the stands, proudly celebrating, holding that flag. And if you ask anyone coming into this match, Kazakhstan against Great Britain, I guess 99% of people would have said Great Britain was the favorite.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, we saw yesterday Kazakhstan was shooting really good at teams, and they shot out a lot of really good countries. So I'm not 100% surprised that they shot this well.
Really amazing performance by them. The underdogs, absolutely. But they shot the lights out. Proud celebrations, especially from Roxana Yunusova, who, as Medie pointed out, used to be a recurve archer and is now shooting compound. And what a switch that was, because now she is a World Championships medalist.
Seems like she made the right choice.
Yes, she did.
So we're going into the last match of the day. Gold medal match for compound women.
Last match of the day, last match of the session. Thank you so much for your company. Thanks for tuning into World Archery's Watch Party. Thanks to Medie for joining us despite her very busy competition schedule. So we really appreciate her being generous with her time, being at the finals venue in Guangzhou, to be joining here with us today to dissect all the details of these compound semi-finals. And
Giving you all the live info.
I love, in fact, exactly. Not only that, but if you have followed us on previous watch parties, you have realized that I'm not a compound specialist. So me myself, I'm learning and being able to ask questions that I want to know about compound archery, and none better to answer those questions than Medie Tapas.
You can see the teams getting ready to come to the field. United States of America versus Mexico. Also very strong contenders.
USA versus Mexico. Very. The American team, Olivia Dean, Alexis Ruiz, and Sydney Sullenberger. And the Mexicans, Adriana Castillo, Mariana Bernal, and Andrea Maya Becerra. I did interview myself, Adriana Castillo, at the World Archery Youth Championships 2 weeks ago in Canada, when she won gold in the U21 compound mixed team. In a thriller of a match. It was absolutely crazy. It was a shoot-off, and so for sure she does have the experience to shoot amazing under immense pressure for the finals venue. Archers are now being introduced. This is for the world title, ladies and gentlemen.
Sydney Sullenberger.
Pretty sure it's Sullenberger's first World Cup. Not 100% sure. Not World Cup, but World Championships definitely.
Mexico, Andrea Becerra.
Look her up because she's not a name I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, and Olivia Dean also. She's part of the main team from this year for World Cups, and she also made it to the World Championships team, which they held a separate trial for.
Yes, and the USA, I compare, of course, there are different proportions, but the team trials to be in the US compound team, it's a bit like the recurve trials to be on the Korean team.
It's definitely not easy to get into the team for sure. They have so many archers in archery in USA is such a big sport. There's so many good archers there, so it's definitely a feat in itself to even get to the team. Mexico starting the match.
Here that, yeah, Mexico shooting first, but I was just looking up that Sydney Sullenberger, it is indeed her first World Championships. In fact, she has only shot 2 World Cup stages before. Very new face, as Mariana Bernal starts with a 10 for the Mexicans.
You could see after the shot she was not the happiest.
Yeah, timing seemed to have been good. That was a 9, well, just what, a millimeter or 2 out of the 10, so it wasn't a bad shot. But maybe there is the beginning of the match, the icebreaker.
Olivia Dean starting for USA.
That's okay, so far so good. The 29 to start with.
You can see for USA, Olivia Dean starting, Sydney being second, and Alexis Ruiz being the anchor.
Yeah, unlike what we had for the Brits, where they had their most accomplished archer shooting first, it'll be then Alexis Ruiz shooting last. But for the moment, we have Sydney Sullenberger, the newcomer, now shooting in the middle. As she shoots a 10. A 10 by Alexis Ruiz, the Americans with a provisional 1-point lead.
And you jinxed it.
I jinxed it. Commentator's curse. But I don't know whether you can see it from your position there, Medie, but we see that Alexis Ruiz, she has her nails painted in the colors of the American flag.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a trend in the girls' archery section. A lot of girls like to paint their nails the country's colors or flags, or you see a lot of Vanderwinkel do it a lot. The Brits try to match their flag colors. This competition, they each had one color of the flag, so it's definitely a trend.
Yeah, that's really cool. But now back to the shooting. Very strong shooting by the Mexicans. Now Maya Becerra could make it a 30 in the second rotation for the Mexicans, and she does it. 59 in the first stand for the Mexicans, putting pressure on the Americans to try and match the 30 in the second rotation.
Keeping it in the 10.
18-year-old Olivia Dean shoots her second 10 of the match, keeping it in the 10 indeed, Medie.
She has been shooting very, very good this World Cup season. And the team in general.
And so young, only 18 years of age. Yeah, in fact, this is a very young lineup that the Americans have, because Sydney Sullenberger is only 21, and I'll look up Alexis, but I'm sure she's also in her 20s.
Yeah, she's in her 20s.
10-10-10.
26, which makes her the veteran and the most experienced one of the team. Amazing grouping by the three American girls there with a 30, what they needed to respond. The scores will be confirmed, but I don't think we're going to have any changes here. Absolutely nothing in between them in this first end. This is a match that so far has been delivering in terms of the expectations, huh?
Just to confirm, what's happening here, this isn't wind, it's a fan, so it's not windy anymore that much. It gets windy every 2
so
seconds.
You have then a fan for yourself.
The history is all fine and well. What really matters is the power of impact.
Some very nice slow-mo shots of the arrows that we've had in this first end. One of the Mexican arrows was marked for revision, but I've just seen that, yeah. What was called the stays? 59-59. 18 arrows left for each team in the very last match of today's session.
To see who will be crowned world champion.
World champion, that is something. This is what's at stake here. Yes, one of the biggest titles one can get in archery. The biggest stage that compound archery had up until just the beginning of this year when it was announced that compound would be in LA 2028. But still, win gold at the World Championships, that's every archer's dream. Mexico starting strong in the second end.
Especially now that it's an Olympic sport. For mixed teams at least, it definitely wants to show their countries that maybe it's worth funding for or just trying to prove themselves.
Absolutely. You want to take any opportunity you can to expose yourself to the finals type of shooting, because most of the arrows that we shoot, they're not like this, but you want to get every exposition that you can to this environment with the cameras, the audience, and everything. But you touched on a very important topic there, Medie, the funding.
Yes, especially for compound, most of the archers are still self-funding all of the trips. For compound, I know the Brits fund it themselves, the US girls have to fund it themselves. So it's definitely not light on the wallet. So I think this is a good opportunity to show what they can do and that they're worth sponsoring.
Yes, a lot of them already facing a lot of challenges just to be there competing.
Evened out the playing field, 88 to 88.
Shooting 9 once again. Coach Elias Cuesta, originally from Spain, but talking to Alexis Ruiz, trying to find her way back into the 10 because they know they're going to need her top performance if they want to beat the Mexicans. Adriana Castillo in turn, she had shot a 9 in the first rotation but found her way back into the 10. Maya Becerra at full draw now. Shoots a 9, her first one of the match.
I'm not sure if she got spooked or something because there was a horn that sounded exactly like the timing horn here, the signal. But I'm not 100%
sure. Could have been a car nearby.
Yeah. With archery at finals field, you
Should be in a bubble.
definitely need to have tunnel vision in that sort of sense. That you just focus on
Yeah,
what's
yeah, laser
happening.
focus.
Yeah, 5 meters around you and nothing else.
Oh, difficult to tell whether that one clipped to the line or not by Sydney Sullenberger.
Running low on time, 5 seconds left.
9.
Also a 9 on the left.
Question mark on that 5th arrow for Team USA. From my position, it is
Everybody giving opportunities, dropping points. The tension is very, very high because this is an opportunity that might come once in a lifetime for these archers to be shooting for the world title. Provisionally, we have the USA trailing by 1 point.
Team Mexico is 1 point closest to walking away with
That lower liner over there by the Americans wasn't even checked more closely by the target judge, which tells us that
I think it takes the line.
yes, there is a reasonable distance.
one matchup between the two teams during the 2025 Hyundai Archery World Cup season.
Target judge Law Soo-ki. Of the tattoo on Alexis Ruiz's arm, Faith.
And it's tied, 117-117.
Okay, so that arrow was upgraded then.
Tight match.
Very, very tight. Halfway through the match, absolutely nothing in between these two amazing teams. So for the third time, we're going to have Mexico shooting first. On target 2, it is Mariana Bernal, who will be opening this end for the Mexicans.
She's shooting really good. Right into the
Amazing
X.
shot, the timing was really good. Yes, exactly.
Especially on a finals field, I find it's very difficult to hold your timing. Usually it tends to get a little longer. So maybe when you usually have like 5 seconds to spare, maybe here like you run out of time. So definitely timing is very important, especially
you just
in
gotta
teams.
risk it more.
Shooting all in the same target?
Yes, yes. But bad news for the Americans is Andrea Becerra seems to be quite relaxed, quite chill.
You can also see that Sydney's scope glass
I'm afraid we lost Medie once again. As we have a 29 by the Americans. Medie, you're back with us.
Oh, I didn't know I got lost.
Yeah, we just dropped you for a moment, but you were saying that Sydney Sullenberger has a tinted lens on her sight, and why would she prefer to have it like that?
It might bring out some colors of the target more. Usually, back in the day, a lot of archers used these tinted glasses. They used to be blue, so that would bring out the color of the yellow more and subdue other colors. So maybe it's like easier to aim in the yellow. I believe hers was like tinted a yellowish green. I'm not 100% sure what that does. Might be like polarizing or, but it's definitely not what you see on every archer. Usually we tend to just go for clear.
Yeah, but for sure, personal preference. If she thinks it just makes her more comfortable for aiming. But we have just seen the Mexicans shoot a perfect 60 in this third, and it might be a crucial moment in this match. Definitely putting pressure on the Americans. Provisionally, the Mexicans 2 points up, and going into the last end, this can be pivotal.
Sydney also shooting a 9.
Another 9, Sydney Sullenberger. Yes, not happy with that one. She knows that this is not the moment to be dropping points. Now, Alexis Willis.
Just clipped the line.
Yes, just clipped to the line there low. Not the best scenario to be going into the last end 3 points down.
Crucial end number 4. A great moment of time to show some appreciation for the archers on deck, delivering a beautiful spectacle this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for Team
For the first time in this match, we're going to have the USA shooting first. How do you try and start strong and make sure you shoot those stands to put pressure, Medie?
I think you need to repeat because USA is chanting and they're chanting really loud. But I understood that you asked they're now starting first, so how we can make sure that they shoot tens?
Yeah, to put pressure, because they need us now more than ever.
Yeah, definitely. But fighting until the last hour, right? Never know what
Anything can happen, as Mrs. Paz uses to say.
Yes, you can quote me on that.
Absolutely. You've heard the 2 beeps. We're going for the 4th and last regulation end. It'll take at least the 3 9s for the Mexicans to go to a shoot-off. But anything can happen. We have seen amazing turnarounds so far today.
Olivia starting strong with a 10.
Yeah, it's very good by Olivia Dean. Exactly what Team USA needed.
Also a very nice X. Definitely putting on pressure.
Yes, she took her time. Yes. But her body language really told it that that one felt good. She'll be hoping she can repeat it in the second rotation.
Just high, a 9. Definitely not what she was hoping for, but you see how Mexico responds.
Yes, and especially from the leader of the team. First star was by the Mexicans, now into this end.
Starting strong with a 10. Let's see what Castillo does. Just out to the left.
Just out by Castillo. Maybe that's not too bad for the Mexicans. They still have a very good buffer. Still provisional 3-point lead over Team USA.
keeping that 3-point lead for the moment, with Andrea Becerra shooting a 10.
Yes, Andrea Becerra has shot only 1-9 in this match. So 6 10s, 1-9. Now off to Olivia Dean in what might be the very last arrows by the Americans.
Very good ending. A 10. A little bit shaky.
9.
Yes, a lot of movement there. That ball was moving quite a lot until the very end. It's yet another
They don't
9.
have any time. 4, 3, 2, 1.
9.
Alexis
Yes,
threw
I'm
her
afraid
bow at
that's
like
done and
6
dusted.
seconds. 6 seconds to shoot, and it's raining really hard.
Oh, so tough, but that's a 10
Just 2 more shots.
by Bernal. They are literally 2 arrows away from the world title. A 16 to win. It'll take a disaster for Mexico to lose this gold medal. Now we're talking about what 6 to win.
See the 6 to win.
Becerra, who has shot only 10s and 9s. It's on her hands. And she does it. Gold medal for Mexico in the compound women team.
Mexico, the new world
Upsetting the
champions.
Americans under the heavy rain in Gwangju. And we have new world champions. All smiles and hugs from the Mexican side. What a performance this was. They shot the lights out under very difficult circumstances. Truly amazing.
Yes, it was definitely a very strong match. Mexico has been very strong this whole season, with Andrea almost winning everything. So it has been really an amazing season
it
for
has
her.
been her season. This is, yes, yet another amazing title for her. With a world championship medal in the teams division, and she still has a chance of winning it individually. We saw her winning bronze in the compound mixed team just at the beginning of this session. Now she won gold. We wonder whether she can make it to 3 medals in this world championship campaign. Becerra, who won gold at the Chengdu World Games, where you won bronze, Medie. And as we see that the rain only getting stronger over there in Gwangju, sorry. As we are getting ready for the medal ceremony, the podium ceremony, I guess we will start wrapping up for today.
Yeah, before the weather gets really, really bad.
And we gotta let you go, Medie, to go back to your hotel, have some rest before big day tomorrow in the early individual eliminations. But just before we let you go, your impressions and just overall opinions of today's session and the matches that we had today.
There were definitely some interesting matches with interesting outcomes, and as we could see that some of the matches really you have to fight until the end. to get the title, and I think it definitely was the most, how do you say, like the team that impressed the most was definitely Team Kazakhstan. They were definitely the underdogs. So, and Slovenia also on the podium. Like, you don't see that every day, and it's really nice to see those countries also win some medals. Not always the countries that win all the time, you know. Yeah, and we got some rain.
Yeah, you've read my mind because I was going to ask you what you thought the standouts of the day were, and well, you mentioned Slovenia and Kazakhstan, but I want to hear you pick one. If you were to pick one team as your standout, which one would be?
Kazakhstan, they shot very good. They shot very, very good, and I just have no words. I think none of us expected this, so definitely them.
Yeah, well, you know, but there is a stat that I want to bring up, which is the fact that the Mexican girls, they shot the highest score of any team today. So if we look at the two men matches and the two women's matches, the Mexican girls, they had the highest score and in very challenging conditions, like absolutely amazing. And on Archery Plus, we are watching their interview, and they were crying in the interview because I think they themselves don't believe in it, and wow, truly, truly amazing.
I mean, it's definitely a dream come true for archers, right? To say that they're world champions. That's a title that not everyone gets, and as you said before, we have world championships every 2 years, so it's definitely more precious.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's it for today then. That's it from us. Medie, I want to thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking to you. I really appreciate that, you took the effort of being there to be joining us here today on the watch party. I think it was amazing. I want to thank everybody that was here with us. And tomorrow we'll be back for the compound men individual final session. We'll be watching the Elite 8, so from the quarterfinals all the way until the gold medal match. We'll be starting at the same time as today, 7 a.m. Central European Summer Time or 5 a.m. UTC. So I'll see you tomorrow with another very special guest. But for the moment, we just wish Medie very good luck, good shooting for the rest of the competition, and we hope to see you here on Tuesday.
Yeah, thank you. And hopefully I'll see you in a couple of days.
Yes, everybody, thank you so much. Have a great day or a good night wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.